pulse88.co.uk.
Everyone good?
Everyone's good.
Working.
You straight?
You're good, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, we're live.
He's straight. EA Sports man's in
What's
the game.
EA Sports in the game.
What's good?
2017 to 18. Yes, Vibbar in the building. How you doing, guys?
I'm good. I like this bed, you know. This is a very old school instrumental.
Old school beat. You know, I know you guys like the old school vibes as well.
Yeah.
Sampling that you've been doing, man.
Yeah, come on.
So Vibbar meaning vibe in Swedish, am I right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Jeez. So tell us about the name first of all, man. Like, what was the inspiration behind this name?
George.
Oh, right.
I put you on the spot, guys.
You know what? To quote Joe, we had like an affair with Stockholm for like one summer. We just kept going back and forth and having a good time there. And to kind of put it into one word, we had a great vibe there.
Yeah.
It was a vibe. It was a vibe every time we went out there. And what's vibe in Swedish? Vibar. Vibar.
I want to get the pronunciation right. Give me that again. Let me go.
Do you know what? You can say Vibar, you can say Vibbar, just don't say Vibar.
Vibbar.
But around
Vibbar.
Swedish people say Vibbar.
Yeah,
Vibbar.
around Swedish people, make sure you say it right.
Right,
With the tongue and
Them man will try to knock me in the head, bro.
Damn, my brother's phoning me from prison. What's up?
Yeah, man.
One doggy, man's on radio, cuz what you saying?
That's me.
We're on pulse. Well, I'm like, my brother in. Hey, Cash, my brother, you know.
Yeah,
Me
man,
Cash
big up.
all day, fam.
Big up, man.
On the phone, you back. George, whole Vibar. George is here, Scribs is here, Dorian's
Whole
here.
crew.
Actually, yeah, we're here.
Vibing, live on post.
Scribs is there, man.
Big man, get off the phone.
Hey, wait, Cash, I'm on the phone you back.
I love this organicness right now. You see
Come on,
that?
that's how we work.
Sorry.
That's how we work.
Nah, normal. So I want to know about your influences, man. What influenced this group? Like your musical styles and tastes, man.
Influences. Do you know what? Do you know why that's a difficult question? Because we're all individual in our collective.
Yeah.
So everyone's got different influences. I would say my personal influences are like Kendrick, your Frank Oceans and them kind of crazy man over there. Poet, I know he loves like your Wiz Khalifa's.
Jeez.
Who else?
Wiz is my guy. I love L Sweatshirt. I think he's fucking so sick. I'm more of a vibe man, so like obviously my influences will always be more of sonics than lyrics occasionally. So like I love FKJ. Sonically, I think he's amazing. I think K-Tronada's fucking dope as well. I love Sonics more than lyrics.
FK is so mysterious, right?
FK is fuck.
Like,
What I like about FKJ is just like it's just some white don with dreadlocks from France. That's why.
Is that true?
Yeah, I swear down. I'll show you the picture now. Oh my mama. Hard. So yeah, I love Sonics. But I think one thing that we all like as well in terms of I think our biggest influence is the nostalgia behind music in opposed to the current day. So that's why a lot of our sample-based stuff is from old school tunes because George can hear this. George is younger than me, but he can hear this and he can be like, yo, I love this bed, you know, because of the old school situation surrounding it. Like, we've been loving Graham from a crazy titch era of me personally anyway, and I think that's all of us. So, like, I think we love Foundation, and because of us knowing where we're coming from, it's kind of easy for us to figure out where we're going. You know what I mean? Sorry, George, you're going to say something?
No, that was a great answer.
Jeez.
Don DeMarco.
and this being a world music show, you know, I always ask for artists that come in. I want to know what countries are you from? What are you representing out there in the world? What's your heritages? And, you know.
Well, as you can see, I happen to be light skinned and my surname's Stuart. That's my slave name. So where I'm actually from, only fucking God knows. But from what I do know, one sec.
Phone again, poet.
I expect. Sorry, I'll phone him back. From what I do know, it is like Jamaica, basically.
Yeah.
I could go into the rest, but it's just
Congo man.
Congo, man. Yeah.
DR Congo.
Colourful, yeah.
DR Congo,
colours.
the man them.
Yeah.
What? Come on. Party all night. Top 3 food as well.
Hey, what's the best food that I would need to get if I'm in Congo? What do I need? Like in Ghana, for me, I always got it's a fufu thing.
Are you from Ghana?
Half Ghanaian, half Jamaican, so a bit of fufu and jerk chicken.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why is that the first
So why
time
is that
I've
your
heard
name?
Dan was... well, Blake's the Jamaican, you know.
I hear that.
Yeah, I hear that.
Then Dan's just to spice it, to water it down a bit,
I
you know.
hear that.
Yeah, so they can
CV.
right,
Right,
CV in it.
Dan's like along with the Clive and the Bobs, right? Like it's in that lane. I
hear you. But it's also with like the Steves and the Pauls. So you're all right, cuz. Oh, Dan Blake. Yeah, he sounds like a chap. He sounds all right, you know.
And then they see the hat and it's like, it don't matter. One of us.
You might get the blind for a hat though. Where are you from, Scribs?
Me, half same as you, my cousin, and the other half is Barbados.
Oh, them Bayesian youths there, cuz. I know you can move your waist.
Come on, bro.
Post me, please.
Wow, man.
Hey, Dorian, where you from?
I'm from Ghana, innit?
Hey.
Black stars there, cuz.
Hey, Charlie.
Couple black stars in the building.
That's what's up. Tell us about the record Deadweight, man. I'm really feeling that record. Tell us about that.
Scripts. So basically, how Deadweight happened is we just finished shoot. What was it? We just went to studio. We were recording and we were going to leave. Yeah. And then TJ just put on TJ's a producer from Confect, part of Vibbar, hold tight TJ and Confect, and Joe and Miles and Sass and everyone else. But so basically he just put on a beat literally when we were leaving, and then we were just like, let me just quickly write something. We wrote it there. We went into the booth and we didn't leave the booth. We just recorded it side by side. So I'd go in, then he'd push me out the way, then he'd go in, and I'd push him out the way. And that's literally how it was made. It was made in like 15-20 minutes. Like man just made it quickly, and then it banged. And then we just shot a video in a couple hours in West. And then,
What was it like shooting a video in West? What, Oxford Street?
No, not West. That's the thing. Why do we call it West when it's not actually West? It's Central London.
I don't know, you know.
Yeah, I've always wondered that.
WC, fam.
Is it? Okay.
I feel like there's two parts of West, like, you know, there's like the commercial bit.
Off topic, could we open up the other door so that thing I'm in, Specs?
Oh, okay. Outside.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, please proceed.
No, West was in Ladbroke Grove.
Okay,
so that's where we shot it, like Skits and Ends. So man just went there. It was so quick.
Alright, wicked thing. Introduce it for us. Let's get into it, man.
Alright, boom. This is Vibbar, Scribs and Skits, produced by the Confect TJ, Deadweight. Boom.
Pulse88.co.uk.
I'm live with Vibbar in the building. What's going on, gents? Yeah, man, we're just vibing to a couple of their rhythms right now. Pulse88.co.uk, Dan Blake, Music Worldwide. At us on Pulse 88 Radio, phone line number 07951 497 will get you through. It's Music Worldwide. Leave your passports at home, man. Trust me.
Like Skits.
Like Skits, fam. So
I think I've heard that. You know, I'm a big Half Cast podcast fan, so big up.
Oh, is it?
One.
Oh, amazing! Thank you.
I think I heard you mention that about you leaving your passport somewhere.
No, it wasn't Scribs. It was Skits. It's the other member.
Okay,
he's not here as well.
All right. Okay.
So yeah, he does the whole Jamaican bubble.
He missed 2 flights. He's the diva of this group.
How can you miss 2 flights?
2 flights. That's a lot.
That's mad.
He's a star. That's star quality.
Yeah.
I was in Las Palmas, and I missed my flight because I thought it was the next. You know, like at 12 midnight, I thought it was 12 the next day. So I was still on the beach and my flight was like, gone. So I got to the airport, no one was around me.
That's childish.
I know, it's just immature.
A man said
does that count as missing a flight? Literally, I just forgot, like, you know.
Of course you missed it. You missed it. Your name is Dan Blake. Come on, you can't say this now. That English name there, you should be telling us.
Yeah,
man. So we're live with Vibbar. We're rolling right now. Tell us about the last record I just played, man. We're taking it all for that. Tell us.
La-di-da.
Yeah, man.
That actually happened very organically. One of the producers from the Conflict Miles put it in the chat once. He said, boys, I've got this is the hook for it. It took about 4 months for anyone to even give it a half a listen. But once it's true, that's facts, innit? You know that group chat gets air, fam. It's like the tube on peak time.
Saying there weren't no momentum at the time.
No one showed.
You know what it is? When it's empty, blood clot, you could throw anything. You could tell, man, I'm stranded. Yeah. I need an Oyster card, something. These times 1 p.m. Yeah. No one's doing anything.
It doesn't matter. But 4 months later, someone finally heard it, put a verse down to it, and then that.
Who was that?
It was Skits. It was Joel. Joel Baker put a verse to it, and then we were like, "Rah, this is cold." So we put a verse to it. Me, myself, and Skits, and Bob's your uncle.
Tell us about, signing to Mr. Jam's label, man. That's a big move, man. Tell us about that. How did that link up with Jam happen?
Big up Jam. He's very big.
Yeah, epic, man.
No, I mean, he's big in stature.
He's a tall man, fam. I can't lie to you. Yeah. Nah, it's an honour. He's been in the game for a long period of time. He knows his music. He knows the scene back to front. He's worked with so much different people, so it's good for us to be label mates with Craig David and work with him. Okay. But I think the most important thing is that everything happens to our discretion.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing.
So is there like possibly, album coming Next single, what's going on next, man?
There's no album talk. That's mad.
More vibes.
Yeah,
more tunes, build a demand, man.
Build a demand, build a foundation, and get to a place where you organically feel that's the next step. I think the moment you start putting that type of pressure on the artist, it's just a whole different conversation. Like, an album is a proper commitment. Yeah. It needs to be a cohesive body of work that is a reflection of where you are at that time, and that doesn't come with. We've been in it like 2 years. Like, collectively, we can't have been having conversations about that. And then even the whole single talk, I think for us, it's just about keep building what we've got now and stop forcing the issue. Do you know what I mean? Like, the good thing about music back in the day is that you never saw someone's journey to something. You just, when they were signed, that was the guy. All right, cool. Whereas now you get to see people's journey, and we're still trying to eradicate that whole building process and just be like it was back in the day. But now we can see, like, we're not ignorant to what's happening in music. Like, everyone, because you can go on Twitter and see the progress people are making. So I just want us to keep enjoying it. I want it a year from now for us to say Vibbar's still together and we're enjoying it, and that's the most important thing.
And, you know, as you talk about enjoying music, what's like a studio session vibe like with you guys in the studio? How does it pattern up, man? Let people into it.
Bare ganja, bare alcohol, bare vibes.
It's like youth club. It's like
food, everything.
After school club on heat.
Literally. There's bare and that's cool, man. That's what I like. Like, we will sit down, and I always say, at the last session we had, or the session before that, we're in Wood Green, it was a Sunday. I remember everyone's messaging me like, oh, no, I'm coming late. And I was like, nah, man, don't worry about that. Like, we've got it booked for a long period of time. Come, relax. When we're chilled, then we vibe, then we'll make a beat. Like, don't come to studio and feel like, fuck, I've got 5 hours, I need to make a song. Like, I just don't think you can make good music like that. So just come, chill out. If we make a song, that's fantastic. If we don't, someone knows we money for studio. But
so, like, do you write lyrics, or is it just get in a booth and just, you know, say it from the top?
Wait.
Go on, John.
You know what? When you were talking, I was gonna say Scribs actually writes.
What?
Old school.
Scribs
with a pen.
Old school. That's where it comes from.
I have to write, fam. I can't not write. Even just the notion of me writing just makes me feel better when it comes to what I'm doing. So yeah, even if I can't do it on my phone, I have to be on paper and pen.
Wow. A big pen in 2017. My brother has got a big pen,
and he's scribbling it out.
Scribbling it out, fam. And then when you read it,
it just makes sense. You know what, fam?
I get
it just makes so much sense, and it just feels old school, fam. That's what I came into, and that's how I've always come in the game. So yeah,
big man, you might as well write scriptures as well. Like, what are you dealing with this? Oh, he's got fam.
Hey, fam, I'm called Scribbler, man. It just makes sense, fam. Man can't scribble on their phones.
Poet just thinks up his things.
But you see, like, when someone in the night wants to collaborate with you, do a collaboration, and they send a verse over the internet. Is that more? Do you take them like verses off the internet, or you want to get in the lab in the studio with them and really connect?
We've done both.
Yeah. So, what do you prefer?
I haven't had a bad experience from either.
That's the truth.
So I can't tell you yet. I'd probably prefer to work with a person in the studio. Yeah. Just naturally, that's what I'd say. But getting it off over through email, I haven't had a bad experience through that. But that's probably because it's Jamie and he's mad efficient.
Yeah, Jamie gave us a dope.
Anyone else, it might be an issue.
Nasty gave us a decent one as well.
Nasty did.
Wiley gave us a decent verse as well.
Just let that one out like that.
Yeah, it's calm, innit? But Scorcher came studio.
Tell us a bit about that then. Wiley collaboration. Have I missed this track already? Okay. So tell us a bit about it, guys. Come on.
It's just there, innit?
It's just sitting in the way, sitting done.
Yeah, man's got magic sitting down still.
There's a few crazy verses on there.
Okay, let me ask you: is it Wiley from, you know, just Esky Boy, Eskimo dance days? Is it that Wiley?
When you say it, I feel like you've got
what's the opposite?
What's the new Wiley?
What's the opposite Wiley?
It's just the energy of Wiley in that era I feel was a different energy. I don't know. Just my
There's
opinion.
very few people I'll say this about. It's a Wiley verse, fam.
Alright.
That's all I know. It's a Wiley verse, and it's like
he sounds comfy. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, he sounds mad comfortable. Yeah.
Pulse88.co.uk. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Pulse88 Radio.
Yes, guys. You know what? I do a thing called a worldwide pattern. I just want to see if you man can catch a vibe to this right now.
Before you do, big man.
Oh, what? I'll catch a vibe to this?
Yeah, man, catch a vibe. Little worldwide pattern. This is spontaneous energy, you know?
Wait, what do you mean? What does this all mean?
Oh, it's man to spit.
Oh!
Hey.
Nah.
No. What?
That's the whole point. It's so spontaneous.
Alright, cool. Yeah.
Are you going for it?
Malibu ting, Royce the captain.
Hey.
I've been acting, you've been acting.
Hey.
I get the beat on we transfer. I put the melody on the cash tin.
Hey.
Vibar, Shelly Yantin. Man like skips on a track tin. Man are confused about Geordie.
Why?
Cause I can do this thing with a rap tin. Smoke my weed. Man can't try cause they know my steed.
Yeah.
If I got a laptop there and a mic, we confet till they know my G.
No.
Vibar setting till they know my steed.
What?
Set and make a Roman lead.
Yeah.
Young man shelling way back when I had a Blackberry in a 09 me. Yeah. Wavy. I've been busy lacing up the niggas wanna try and send for me. Fuck around, I'm breaking up the group.
Wait.
Yeah. Niggas never ever heard of you.
But why?
And niggas never ever will your tune.
Oh, God.
I don't even have to say it twice.
Why?
Heard your tune, I didn't play it twice.
No.
I just holler poet for the beat.
Hey, yo.
Then I go relentless for the mic.
Okay.
Shelly Yan on everything for real. I ain't signed, but still you know the deal. I be swagging in my tracky still.
Yeah.
New edition word to Johnny Gill. Mad thing there. Your thing dropped, that's a sad thing there. Don said, oh, George, put him on a tune. I was like, nah, I can see gaps in there.
Hey.
Man's on the gram saying his squad's tight. I was like, bruh, I can see gaps in there. Should've seen when we dropped Summer of Love. I was like, bruh, look at the reaction there. Like, switch it up. Beat on loop, rip it up. Bury man down, dig him up. Bury him again, give a fuck. We can drop our things at the same time and see who's got this truly. When you hear my thing, you might look like you were left off bad and bougie. Ain't with the games, man don't rest. Henry the Eighth.
Alright, go!
Aye, it's hard.
Aye.
Vibbar, worldwide pattern inside.
When?
Post88.co.uk.
Mad.
Hard, worldwide pattern vibes. You called it the spontaneous freestyle.
Aye.
No rehearsing. just in.
Wavy.
Them man went harambe,
man,
cuz.
that's it. Big up. We respect that, man.
I couldn't let you draw me out.
Yeah, that's what it's about. It's drawing you out on purpose to see if you got it. Old school. That's how we did it back in the day.
Yeah, but you're a paradox, so I'm not getting drawn out by a paradox. You got man's called Dan Blake, but look at him, bro. Nah, cuz.
I'm really white, guys. Yeah. All right. Let's carry on. I'm shocked by the freestyle. I love the energy on that, man. 21 seconds instrumental beat if you're listening around the world. Sonic Crew, infamous group from the UK. Garage Collective. Okay, so we're live still. So what I want to know now is about the Sweden record, man. It was called Summer of Love. Why was that?
Because originally, do you know what? I'll tell you the rules.
Yeah, tell us the rules.
Let's drink tea on the roof. Tell the truth, homie.
It was called Summer of Love.
And we loved it.
The song, and we loved it.
Yeah.
The song got signed, and there was clearance issues. Big up Lonyo.
Yeah, big up Lonyo, classic.
And it turned into Sweden because obviously, man ain't trying to get sued, man.
Yeah, I hear that, man.
And when we made it, like, it was so mad. Like, there was no mention of Summer of Love in it, but because the sample we used is such a timeless sample, timeless song, and man's just paying homage.
It's like,
so when we're calling it,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, man wants to pay homage to Lonyo, and man spoke to him, and he was cool. Everything was fine, but I think with most things, every time it goes to management or agents or anyone that's involved in that conversation, that's when whatever you're doing just gets lost. Because it's like you can have a conversation about a man that creates art to a next man that creates art, but when I'm having a conversation about art with a man that deals with numbers and that side of the world, there's just no point of this conversation because they want to know how that art translates into numbers, and if it doesn't, then they're not involved. Whereas if you tell the next man about art and you make art, you can have a conversation about how you create good art. So yeah, my whole thing is I don't even want to talk to people about I don't want to talk to you about art if that's not your job no more. Like, or you don't even have that part of your brain like occupied in any capacity. So I won't make that mistake again.
And when I was watching the video, man, you lot seemed like you was having the most fun of your lives, man. I was like, I wish I was in Sweden with you, man.
Nah, you don't, cuz. Do you want to know a fun fact? That video we did in 1 day, fam.
One day's work.
1 day's work.
Yeah,
so
that is
you don't think we're having fun, but bro,
we make everything look good, fam.
But the vibe and the energy of it.
Yeah, because it's family, man. You have fun with your family, even though like you might cuss each other, but it's family. I'm sure you've argued with your bros or sis about the bathroom before. Yep. There you go.
They ain't clean the bathroom.
Cuz don't even get on that, fam. Nah, but yeah, it's true, man. Like we make stress look good, man. Like I'm over there having an argument with my girlfriend about kids and stuff, but I'm still making it look icy city jacket. So you know my thing. No matter what, I make stress look so wavy because that's over there like fuck, I got what I got, and then I'm still cool, man.
Yeah, man, that's bless up. So the video, I really enjoyed it. It was amazing, but I felt when because you know what, I'll tell you the truth. Yeah,
tell me. Please.
I was in Gran Canaria, Las Palmas. That's like my second home. I always go there.
Where is that?
Sun. So North Africa. So it's just kind of off Spain.
I was just seeing how much money you have. Yeah, continue.
Aye, alright. So I was running on the beach.
Rich man, you know. Man said second home. Woohoo! Carry on.
So I had Sweden on. You know, running on the beach, the vibes, sun's blazing. You know, the breeze is hitting my head, and it felt like a summer record. So I was thinking, why didn't you release it in the summer?
Even I ain't listen to it like that.
Yeah, that's all mad. And I'll be honest with you, man. Like at the end of the day, we're from the UK.
Yeah.
And if we really want to start releasing music in the summer, and for it to have that effect, we might as well just move to LA or something like that. Because even in the summer, you might get 2 weeks of summer. So you've waited this long to release it when the sun's shining and you still don't get it. Big man, you wasted your time. Let it go now. So but you know what? Obviously, clearance issues. Ideally, we wanted to do that, but it's just like when you've got a sample, that whole journey in clearing a sample, bro.
Whole different.
Like I tell everyone, if you genuinely want to get a song that far, you know, in terms of like putting it on Spotify and it has a sample, the moment you make it, just try and clear it. Because the moment you want to start taking it serious and you've gone through everything, you shot the video and all of that, and that's when you want to clear it. Oh my lord, it's a mad thing.
Gosh,
it's too mad. So yeah, oh well.
So you know, there's other sample records that I was just having a little dig around, you know, garage tracks, and I was thinking, let me ask Vibbar about this track, maybe, like, you know. I could hear you guys. I feel like to say it off air because it could be an idea, you know.
They won't do it.
It's a garage sample, Kelly LaRock tune, My Love. I can hear it, man. I can hear it all day long, bro.
How does she go again?
My love,
so good.
My love.
Is that a tune?
No, that's not the one.
That's the slow jam. Hey, let me talk. That's the slow jam version.
Oh,
there was two versions: the slow version and now
the R&B.
Ah, all right, Paradox, you're going down that road, yeah. Man, try. Okay, I see Scribs do the assistants or the Ertzil. All right.
Man was vibes over there. Bro.
Yeah, now the garage version, maybe.
I can run. I'll put that in my notes and take it to.
I still don't know what the tune is.
Producer man.
My mum used to play it all the time because when we were younger. When you hear it, you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, that song!" And in the video, for the original R&B version, like there's bare colours everywhere around there. She's got like teddies of hearts and all this red thing.
We'll talk later. Don't worry.
Yeah, let me know. Bring me in.
Yeah.
So, you know, the record is out now, Sweden.
Yeah.
What's the vibe and energy like out there for it amongst the people in the UK right now? You been doing any shows, checking it out, seeing the vibe?
You know what?
Show in Sweden.
Yeah, we done a show in Sweden, cuz. Yeah.
Tell us about that.
A man died.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah. Do you know what, yeah? All right, I want you to understand the concept of death in which he's giving you, yeah? So, like, obviously, you have, like, when Jack passed away in Titanic, that was peak. Like, all that girl had to do was move to the side and Jack's surviving. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you've got, like, the many people that probably died in 300 as, like, my man was doing his thing. Like, you don't really feel bad when you see that because it's almost like, oh, my God. Then there's, like, films in, like, where lightning comes from the sky and kills someone in a comedic fashion and it's like, oh, that's funny, but they're actually dead. But you haven't taken it badly. That is what I feel George is referring to. Because as walking home...
It was just mad.
It wasn't. A guy's run out of nowhere. Bear in mind, we're in Sweden, we're in Malmo. A Romanian man has run out in a Swedish top, turned to the left, we were to the right, seen us and said, help me! And it's this is mad. And obviously, like, he's Caucasian, we're all black.
Where's the funny part?
What?
Where's the funny part?
He's telling us to come inside.
He's telling us to come inside. You looked at the doorway. What?
Nah, cuz.
It was the same complexion as Specs. I couldn't, like, that was the doorway. I was saying to myself, that's two. I can't see what's going on.
But from his perspective, imagine, like, your brethren's died and you need help and you're asking people and they're just not coming in to help you.
No, but don't say it like that, Scribs, man.
I'm devil's advocate.
Stop that.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something.
Man, are shook.
Nah, don't say like
No,
that.
the police only let us go because we didn't go in.
I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Thank you.
Don't go inside.
Yeah,
But a
Scribs.
man still died, so...
No, but did he?
We don't know.
We don't know. Now, did you go inside?
So you lied.
No, but his friend said he died.
So you lied.
He lied.
So you lied about
He
the whole
lied.
story. This whole conversation is
The friend said he lied. Don't act like you weren't there, cuz.
You were there.
Yeah, but you say you don't know if he died, then this whole story is void. He's dead. He's supposed to be dead. It makes the story sound
Big
more
man.
exciting.
In peace, man.
Heard it when your tooth was hurting.
It's so insane.
Cause Scribs, man, you just man.
But yeah, the show was banging. The energy there is brilliant. People actually just, even if they don't know you, they just want to have a good time. No one's stush. People move. There's crowd reaction. There's better engagement.
We understand the London, like we know what London's about. Like London's a very, very harsh crowd. They need to see a mass numbers in before they like start gravitating towards things. Or if you're very niche, then they gravitate towards you. If you're in that sort of period where they're expecting something and nothing's really happening, and I don't even know where we fit. But one thing we do know is that like we just put music out, and we just keep putting music out, man. And we feel it, we enjoy it. And that's the most important thing, that we're honest with ourselves and we make sure we put a good example of ourselves. Like before a song goes out, there's like 8 versions for one. Then there's like 19 arguments within 19 minutes. That's an argument every minute. That's a mad thing. And then it's like, then it eventually comes out. So more or less, when we bring out a song, that is probably as far as we could take it. So in that sense, I'm very, very proud of the music we put out. So yeah, like noise and all of that will come.
Okay, so I believe there's is Yinka, remember, the Capital Extra presenter of
No. Why does everyone say that?
Oh, that's the wrong Yinka.
That's what I'm hearing.
That's the wrong Yinka.
Who
did you hear that from?
Clarify that. I just heard it from just a random person, bro. Like,
You're just walking on the street and you just said it to you. Nah, man, that's not.
So what Yinka is it? Is it
Queen
different?
Yinka.
Yeah,
Yinka.
Give her a shout out.
Yinka says.
Yinka
There's no
says.
other comparison.
Okay.
That is the Yinka.
What's her part in Vibbar?
She's our eyes, man.
Okay.
And our female perspective, because sometimes we might get gassed and do a mad thing.
Yeah.
And she'll just circle that.
Art as well. She's an artist, so everything
like,
art-wise.
Yeah, everything you see that visually that looks good. Everything you see visually that looks good is her doing.
Okay.
If it's visually a visual and it looks bad, that means she wasn't there that day. That's it.
Yeah.
Big up Rash said liking the extravaganza on post right now. Big up Rash.
Rash.
Yeah,
Big up Rash.
Extravaganza.
That name sounds mad.
I haven't heard that word in a long time.
Extravaganza.
What's his name? Rash.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Rashford, fam. Man's not rating the other side.
Big up Rashford and Rash.
Yeah, Man United all day.
What about a Rash?
Are you a United fan?
Yeah.
That's because you're African. That don't count, fam. Africans are usually United fans or Chelsea fans. The only exception is Specs.
Ghanaians are usually.
Specs, don't leave me hanging as a crew.
United fans.
Oh, yeah.
Most Ghanaians I know are United fans.
It's true, innit?
Yeah.
And 50 Cent fans.
What the hell?
You acting like he's not.
Big up 50.
Jamaican, you know.
Hold tight, Ghana,
Big up
bro.
50 though, didn't it?
See? That's the other side, fam.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Ghana's way.
So, man, pulse88.co.uk, Vibbar in the building. I want to know this man's role right here. You want to come to the mic and
coming.
introduce yourself?
The father.
This guy.
I felt the strong handshake, you know, that firm grip. What's going on?
Press ups in the morning.
Yeah, you getting in.
Come on.
Introduce yourself, man.
My name's Specs.
Big up, Specs.
I'm the Vibar DJ.
Jeez.
Hasn't even said anything.
DJ, it's China Rider, selector DJ.
He did. I did it.
He knows he's done it.
Vibar, of course, man.
So what's it like, you know, being the DJ of Vibbar, man? Tell us.
It's fun, man.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I was DJing in Sweden a few weeks ago. I'm also the sound man. I always sort out the levels, and obviously I've grown up with these guys, so I know. You know what I mean, what to do when they're performing live and stuff. So.
Remember we done the Boomtown set in festival in Boomtown, and we done a set. Specs killed it.
that was one of my best moments as a DJ. Just the whole atmosphere.
Was mad.
Scripts had his top off.
Yeah, come on, everyone over me. It was mad. I went in ostrich burgers. It's wild.
Yeah.
You were living wild.
Oh, crazy.
But yeah, it's just I think we're singing the same hymns all the time, so we just want to create a vibe, and it's perfect for me.
Yeah, man, that's what it's about. I want 3 facts about Sweden though, because I'm actually booked a ticket to Sweden to see my cousin.
Where you getting?
I don't
Sweden.
I have to get my phone out, man. I'm gonna do this.
You're rich, you know. You do bare holidays, fam. It's not clocking, fam.
It's a cheap thing, you know. It's a cheap thing. You get the
Whatever.
right deals on wheels. You're blessed.
Whatever. Leaving the country is never cheap. Take a look at the cab to get there.
It's true, though. It's actually
Duty free. For some strange reason, all of a sudden you just need this jacket or this strip. Nah, cuz.
It's all mad. I'm trying to see if you would actually know this.
Stockholm, Malmo,
No, it's
Gothenburg.
No, none of those.
There's nothing I can help you
Yeah,
with.
then it's a mad. I can't, yeah, here we go.
Where is it?
Let me go. Let me see if you'll know this place. So I'm headed Stockholm Vasteras Airport. That's it, right? The airport name, Vasteras.
Yeah, you said it right.
Oh.
You should have gone to Orlando, but it's cool.
And then I'm going to. This is live on air right now. I can't even. Yeah. Can anyone
read that?
See, which one is it?
With a G.
That's where you're going?
Yeah. You know that.
Big man, there's nothing there.
Oh, what?
No. In terms of forget the screen, there's nothing there where you're going. There's nothing there. Sweden's a very small country.
Yeah, okay.
It's a massive piece of land, but there's not much people there. It's under 10 mil.
Wow.
So unless you're in like Stockholm, Gothenburg, Malmo's even pushing it.
Okay.
Big man, nothing I go on.
Why?
They even got Wi-Fi. It's not.
Good luck. Download a couple of podcasts, mate. Definitely.
Boy, I don't even know if I don't know if it'll work. Because you go over there,
Couple of radio shows.
you must just bring a Bible because they keep it moving.
Big up my big cousin. He lives there, man. That's where.
Why did he move there?
He's from Sweden, so.
Yeah, but why did he stay there?
I don't have a clue, man.
That's like saying, "Oh, where are you from? Oh, I'm from England. I'm going to move to Blackpool." Like, there's so much other places
like
you
a
can
family,
go.
like, is it quite like a family energy down there, like just families or just nothing?
There's no like where he's going. Yeah, it's similar to where we went, where our house was in Sweden.
Wow.
Yeah.
Horses and sheep and shit.
So he might have a bit of money, but like, do you know where I'm coming from?
It's a nice house. It's a nice place.
It'll probably be a nice house, but like, there's nothing there.
Yeah, nothing.
You know, like you said, you're going to the shop.
Yeah,
So if I said to you right now, I'm going to the shop,
Yeah.
I'll be back in about half an hour. Not even that. Pushing it, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Where we were, if I say I'm going to the shop, I'll see you in 3 hours.
The cabman didn't even know where he's going.
You can't get Deliveroo.
And he's Swedish.
No delivery.
There's no Deliveroo. There's no sockets. So you can't.
No sockets.
No, so you can't even charge anything.
Something good about it, man.
I lied. I was the positives.
The yard is massive. The yard was massive.
Yeah.
So
It's got a mansion.
Right.
But you're gonna breathe nice, and you can
That's
drink
it.
tap water.
I got asthma. I need to breathe.
and there's animals.
Yeah.
Animals.
There's animals like deers and stuff.
Alright.
And if you crash into one, your car's fucked though.
Saying it's a rip.
Man, just go Stockholm, cuz like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go. What could I be doing in Stockholm? What am I up to? Parties?
Girls.
We saying girls?
East
what we saying?
African girls.
Yeah.
You too busy fucking with your
Well,
Yeah.
one fact is you need ID.
Yeah.
Found them.
ID. Everything's ID, innit?
Everything is ID. Also, if you want to buy alcohol,
Yeah.
you have until 3 p.m. and there's only selected stores. Like you can't just go to any. Like I can go to a petrol station right now and buy alcohol. You can't do that in Sweden.
Wow.
If you want like proper alcohol, the shops close at 3 o'clock. So
That's a
Wow,
great piece of
interesting.
advice.
yeah,
Them
Absolutely
facts
fantastic.
about,
You're going out at 6 o'clock trying to get a drink and you can't get it.
it's long, fam. It's long,
nice
and
room.
ID 100%.
ID.
Yeah.
Also, if you've got a Samsung phone, you won't be able to find a charger.
Yeah, because he couldn't find the
That's
charger.
my life. Samsung life it is.
So
Yeah, you should just join the other side. They have massive
No, hey,
Apple stores.
Samsung.
we had a Samsung issue,
Great
didn't we?
site. Samsung's great. Yeah.
Because no one cares what Samsung fam. Fuck that guy. What's he
no
singing
one
for?
cares what Samsung.
Give me an Apple phone, fam.
Yeah, man. So I got my Sweden, tips and top tips. So when I roll out there, man, looking forward to it, man. You guys actually, the track Sweden inspired the trip, man. So it's all good to go out there and see what's going on in Sweden.
Olaf Melberg.
What are you saying?
that is a legend.
Olaf Melberg.
Olaf
He's
Melberg, who's that?
He is the first player ever to score at the Emirates. Did you know that?
Is it?
Olaf
What about
Melberg.
Zlatan?
Did he score? Was it Villa?
Aston Villa.
Villa.
Okay.
They went 1-0 up, then we equalised with Gilberto Silva, and then the winner, I think, was from Hleb. Huh?
I saw J-Lo time you scored and you lost.
Don't say J Lloyd's son.
Wait, you know what I'm saying? It's like you start making stuff up. I'll tell you a fact. Paolo Wanchop scored 20 years ago and you lost. 100%. 3-2. Paolo Wanchop.
Aye, that football
Shut up,
talk, man.
You mean shut up?
I just read out.
Do you know what I just remembered?
Go on. Go on.
Correct me if I'm wrong, yeah?
Yes.
Olaf Melberg had a fight with Freddie Lindbergh.
Yes.
That is a fact.
That's a
It
fact.
was in a Swedish training camp. If you want to.
Yes. I remember. They had a full-blown fight.
So Sweden's
Alright,
been out
guys.
here for a while.
Tell us about your top 3 worldwide artists, man, that you would want to work with from 3 different countries.
Oh.
Hendrik, go let me.
Go on, say that again, George.
Top 3 worldwide artists.
So
all from different countries that you want to work
individually, yeah?
with. Individually, yeah.
Alright, from here, Huss.
J Huss, yeah. UK,
In America, Kendrick.
Kendrick, yeah.
And in Congo, Fally Ipupa.
Oh, Fally Ipupa, okay.
You made that up, fam.
Fally Ipupa. Oh, yeah.
Got my Congolese
I'd
people
want to
out there.
work with FKJ from France.
Yep, wicked.
I'd probably want to work with Vince Staples from the
That's a good one.
States.
Yeah.
And I really, really, really want to work with Jesse James from London.
Jesse James.
Home to yard.
What, Jamaica? The only man I want to work with is in prison.
Can you imagine pouring a bashment to
What if I jump on the bashment thing? It's mad
shut
now. So
Who
yeah.
would you, if you were to do a bashment thing, who would you compare your style to? A cranium, a pop
No.
tart?
I'm more of a bounty killer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When I mean
Gonna make man have a heart attack on here, mate. Bounty killer. Wow.
yeah.
That's proper like. That's veteran stuff.
Yeah.
Still.
My 3 would be from
Yeah.
I'll get FKJ.
Yeah.
From England, I would want to do J Huss, and from America, Chance the Rapper.
What a cheat.
He's a cheat.
You know.
Fam, that's what you basically said I was gonna say, fam. It's not my fault.
That's all mad.
Yeah, man.
Think for
So,
yourself, man.
guys, man, you know, the single's out there right now. We're gonna get into it shortly.
Pulse88.co.uk.
What, a couple
And the
clips
plans
ready.
for the new year as well, man.
We got a few singles ready. The boys are just discussing what to put out next. Actually,
Yeah.
that's the discussion. Do we want to follow Sweden with something similar, or do we want to take it completely left and just scare you a little bit? But we've just got something to cover all grounds, so we're good.
Yeah, there's enough music, to be fair. A lot of songs are not finished, but in terms of ideas and enough down for us to say cool, we've got a lot of content there. So it's just about us turning that into projects, each song that we put out as a project, and then creating a plan for it. But yeah, again, no pressure.
Yeah.
We're aware of what we need to do. We're in the process of getting it done, and organically we will find a way of getting there. The last thing I want to put, and I would even advise anyone, is don't put pressure on yourself as an artist. This beat is ill, innit? Because I think there was times this year when we had a bit of pressure on us, and I don't know, even me naturally, I gravitated away from everything because it was that's not the reason why we started doing Vibbar. So
Pressure bust pipes.
yeah, man, and I'm skinny, so if a pipe can bust from it, God knows what's gonna happen to me, cuz. So I was just like, you know what, I'm not on it. And then I think even the past month, I would say a month, 2 months, we've oh bloody hell, well done, Chelsea. We've just naturally gone back to what we want to do. So yeah, we're just relaxed. I just want to make music. I don't even want this whole pressure of singles or anything. I proper respect what IMDb done.
Yeah, man.
With just putting music out and then getting a response that way.
That's the best way.
Yeah.
That's actually the best way.
Yeah.
Especially with things like Spotify and platforms like that. There's no real reason to mixtapes sound good.
Yeah.
But everyone's going either Apple Music or Spotify, and the music's just there. Whether it's a mixtape, an album, or a single, it's there. So you're just calling it something different, but in essence, it's still just music that you've released.
That's what's up.
So yeah, we've just got bare music to release, and that's the next step.
Yeah, man. Can't wait to hear it, guys. Big up Kieran Fearon locked in saying he's loving the show, enjoying the vibes, and big up Vibbar. Yeah, man.
We got Wiley.
Yeah, man.
Big up
Wiley. We got the Esky boy.
Hold tight the person.
Pulse88.co.uk. We are live in the studio. Going down. Vibbar in the building, and we're going to get into the brand new single. But before we get into that, the brand new single, Poet, I want to know about the vibe with Hair Squared, man, because I heard you mention Hair Squared, and they're former guests of the show.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, so I could see that collaboration all day. The group vibe, they got the same kind of energy as you guys.
Yeah,
I think we need to put that out there into the realms.
I can't lie, I've tried to reach out to them quite a few times, and I found it a bit difficult, but then they've reached out to us on our Twitter and stuff They're mad cool, so I would love to get into studio with them. George actually vocaled. We done a sample of one of their songs and put it on our SoundCloud, and George, he bodied that. So it's do you know what? We admire their work. They obviously done a link with Gold Link and made a great song as well. So, but if it's meant to be, it'll be in it. So naturally, obviously, we'll try to put it out of the universe, and we'll ask everyone to help. But I'd love to be in studio with them guys.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. Any last words, guys, before we get into this new track, man? Thanks for joining the show, man.
No problems, man.
Hold tight, Pulse.
Yeah, man, all good. Do you want to introduce the big new single, man, Sweden? Let's get into it, man.
This is Sweden by Vibar, and God bless everyone for listening.
Put some bass in your voice, fam.
Fam, not when you smoke this much weed, boy. You can't put bass in your walk.
Listen, right now you're listening to Pulse, and we're going to kick it in with Vibbar, Sweden. Brr.
Dope.
She said she wanted to drugs. I'm skits, girl, I'm not safe. On a dark night, I go babe. I ain't lying, girl, I ain't paid. Like EA Sports, I got paid. No cocaine with a weed at. Come my drum, I'll beat that. My love's like drugs, you'll relapse. Now let it sink in like beanbag. Shout free max when I feel wave. Scratch my back like you a DJ. Bring your friend, we can have a freeway. If your hips don't like, go.
Pulse88.co.uk.